Hello everyone and welcome to our video presentation for the Thales GenTech India Hackathon, and I'm a proud member of TeamX. As we all know that in today's age, data privacy is a top priority, especially when dealing with data which contains personally identifiable information, which is PIIs. PIIs contains your name, your age, your email, your phone number, sometimes your critical information like your credit card number, your CVV, your credit card expiry date, etc. This information can easily be used by hackers or thieves for identity theft or for any other misuse. So it is very important for us to hide this information even if we are sharing this information with someone or in personal use also. Many times, the organizations face challenges in securely sharing and receiving sensitive information, especially when it involves PII, due to privacy risks and regulatory compliance requirements like the GDPR and the CCPA. Our data masking and anonymization engine ensures that PII is protected during both data sharing as well as data receiving, enabling secure, compliant data exchange while maintaining privacy and building trust. So as we can see that this is the interface which the user will see when he or she first enters our website. In this website, we have two types of modes. The first is the text mode and the second is the CSV mode. That means we can provide a CSV file to it and then it can encrypt the CSV file as per our need. So whenever it receives data from a user, it uses advanced NLP models to detect PII fields in the unstructured data. Then based on the client requirements, the detected PII is either masked or encrypted for additional security. As we can see that we have four modes here. The first mode is the default mode, which will just tell us that to what entity that typical type of data belongs to. Then we have the mask mode. In the mask mode, it will hide the data. In the encrypt mode, what it will do is it will just encrypt our data based on some encryption key. The encryption key can be of 16, 24 or 32 bits, and it uses the AES encryption technique. And then we have the decrypt mode in which the encrypted data can be decrypted on the other side. So let me show you a demo on some textual data which contains PIIs. So as we can see that this is our textual data, and in this data we have a lot of PIIs, like we have the person's name, we have the person's email, we have the person's phone number, also we have his credit card number, and from all this data the person becomes vulnerable to cyber attacks or identity theft. So we have four modes here. So first is the default mode. If I click on this process text button in the default mode, it will just tell me to which entity this particular text data belongs. Like the Gaurav Mehra is a person, this thing is a email address, and this thing is a phone number. Then in the address part we have the location. So it just tells us to which entity this particular textual data belongs. Now, the second mode is the mask mode. So if I anonymize this text using the mask mode, what it will do is it will hide all the data which contain any personal information about the person. So if I click on this process text button, as you can see that all the data which helps us in easily uh, identifying a particular person is hidden. Third mode which we have is the encrypt mode, and for this mode we require a 16, 32 or 24-bit encryption key. So if I enter any 16-bit length encryption key here, so it will encrypt my data. So suppose this is my encryption key, and if I click on the process text button, so it has encrypted my data according to this encryption key. So this has given me the encrypted data based on this encryption key. Now if I copy this data and now if I want to decrypt it using the same decryption key, so what I will do is I will simply paste this data here, and if I process this data now, so you can see that I have got the decrypted data based on this encryption key. So this was all for the textual data part. Now let's move to the CSV data part. So as you can see that here we have our CSV file interface, and it is asking me to upload a CSV file here. So I will straight away upload a file here. So this is my CSV file which contain all the PIIs. As you can see that in this file, we have a person's name, we have a person's email, and all this data is a PII. So now when I will upload this file on my website, it will remove all the data from it, which is a PII and can be used to identify a particular person. So here I'll just upload that file. So this is the file which is PII sample.csv, and I will upload it. And now I will mask it. So when I will click it, it will give me a file. And so this is the file which is the processed PII sample.csv. Now let's open this file. So let's open this file. As you can see that it has given us a file which is the processed PII sample.csv. So whenever I open this file, you can see that all the data which was a PII has been masked from the file. So the name, the mail, the phone number of the person has been masked. And whenever we are sharing this data, the person on the other end cannot see this data, and so our data is safe. Now let's talk about the tech stack of this project. So for this project, we have hosted this website on the AWS server, which is the Amazon Web Services. And additionally, we are using various open source libraries in this project. For example, the Spacey library is used for all the NLP tasks and for all the text preprocessing tasks. By using our tool, clients can confidently share their sensitive data, knowing it will be anonymized and securely handled. So it will help in building stronger partnership between the clients. That was all for this project demonstration. I hope you liked it. Thank you and have a nice day.